today.
A minute to win it. Yeah, and I'm sure down in your neck of the woods too, it's probably even warmer than it was up here. It's shorts weather up here for me.
Oh, I was wearing shorts today all day.
Yeah. So we are going to take just a second here, you guys, and share, get the word out, lift up how awesome we are and how exciting this is.
How good my internet does today.
Oh, yeah. All right. Got that. Oh, snap. Taylor from Rainbow Comics.
Okay. Oh my gosh, the still of us. Like,
why? Oh.
Like amazing. It shows on the Facebook page for right now. Like, oh my god, we look wonderful.
It's in the building. Woo! Post. Awesome. All right.
So slow for me.
Hey! You see that? Slow. Look at this.
Oh, dang! What
hey,
is
guys.
up?
Yes. All right. And yeah, we're already getting people in here. Derek, thank you so much. It's about to get real. It is about to get real because you guys don't know her yet, but you're going to. And if there's one person that puts me in check, it's this lady right here. So with that, we are gonna get going here in just a second. I have one more share I just forgot to do. So
I'm doing mine frantically right here too. So I'm gonna try to make sure I look cute while I'm doing this.
Oh snap. All right. Cool. We are shared out on my side, so you just give me the go ahead and we are gonna do our introduction and we're gonna get rocking and rolling here. It'll be fun.
Okay, one more button push.
Oh snap.
Okay. We are ready.
Ready to set sail? All right, You guys, do that official introduction, the best glass desk drum roll that a guy can do here. Hey, everybody, it's a comic book look. It's your boy, John on Demand, a.k.a. the comic book Hugh Hefner. And, of course, I am joined by special guest. This has been something that has needed to happen. First time on the show. I have had a chance to meet her a couple times now in person.
Yes.
This is Miss Taylor. She is from Rainbow Comics as well, but she is joining us from the Rainbow Comics Lincoln, Nebraska location. So welcome to you, Taylor. How the heck are you?
Hello. I'm doing great today. It is too hot today already for me. I am not a summer gal.
Yes.
But air conditioning is my lifesaver.
Yes. So I the last time I saw Taylor, we were moving the Lincoln store from the old location to the new location. And it is so humbling to be a part of the process of setting up a new comic book store. And we'll talk more about that too, because we helped do like framework, but you did. You
oh my gosh. Yeah. I busted my back doing all that work.
We also had an incident with a filing cabinet, if I recall, with loading that. Yep.
We're not speaking of said filing cabinet, my good sir.
All right.
That is behind us.
Water under the bridge. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
So cool. So while we're on the topic of the Lincoln store, how is the new space going? What has the customer response been? Tell us all about it.
We get a lot of, oh my gosh, like, do you guys know the store on the south side of town? Like, they're so great. I don't know what happened to them. And we're like, that's us. Like, that's us, guys. We're running into a problem of right after we moved out of the spot we were in, another store like came in like almost immediately.
Oh.
So like all of our signs of, hey, we're moving, like practically disappeared.
Yeah. So nobody.
So so like a lot of people were like, oh my god, did the pandemic get you? Like, oh my gosh, where did you go?
Yeah.
But like it's been so great. Like people are finding us. We have that breakfast place right next door.
Yeah.
And there are people like waiting at our door to be able to come in and like hang out in there while they wait for their food or wait for their table or whatever.
Yeah.
So like the space is great. It's huge. It's fun. We get lots of people. Like today we were like so crazy busy, but like it didn't feel busy because everybody's just kind of spread out
doing their thing.
But like, oh, it's so fun. I love this location. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's so worth the, like, 15-minute drive across town versus I was, like, 5 minutes away before.
Yep.
But 15 minutes, it's worth it. It's worth it.
That's awesome. Well, cool, man. Well, I'm glad the reception's been really well. And, you know, with what I saw of the layout and everything, it's just so cool to see that you guys have your own ocean of backstock and you have a ton of comic book sets. And Taylor and I lifted those bad boys.
We did so much work on those things. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Dave and John and everybody that helped out with the move. That was just, it was a team lift, and it was so fun. Dave and John invited me to come down to help set up the Lincoln store, and so that's how I got to meet Taylor in person. It's really cool to have coworkers, and we talk sometimes, and I'll call the store and be like, how's it going?
You send me coffee. Hello?
I should do that again soon too. Yeah.
You honestly could. I'm gonna get you for like tricking me. Like you and Amanda messaging
That was good. That was good.
You like normally get like if you ever come up here, it'd be great to know you. You liars.
Hey, it worked.
It worked. I love it. Please keep doing it some more. Like I'm never gonna deny the Starbucks.
Absolutely. So you guys, just putting in a formal plug, if you're ever in the Lincoln, Nebraska area, Tim and Taylor are there. They're gonna rock it out and take care of your comic book needs. Check them out. They got pops, and then the gaming selection is increasing as well. And you share an entrance with the Huskers merch store, which is rad. So I'm sure you see some people come in.
So great.
Yeah.
The Husker store girls that work over there, I love all of them. They're so fun. They're so nice. When we had a huge like storm blow through and it was like raining and like crazy winds and like whatever, I just went over and like talked to the girl that was over there because she was over there by herself, and I was like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, I guess it's fine. So now we're all best friends.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah. No, we have really good like store neighbors.
That's good. You know, and that's one thing. We up in Sioux Falls, we don't have restaurants right there. We always have to fly or do delivery or whatever. So we envy you for having not one but multiple options in your little section there. And so that's amazing.
I finally just ate over at we have a gourmet grill over there, so it's like gyros and like Greek food and stuff. Oh my god, I should have been eating there sooner. It is so good.
Is it better than the Taco Inn that we had?
Nothing is better than the Taco Inn.
That's what I like to hear. Because that was fun.
Yes, it was. It really was.
So yeah, with that, we learned about the store, but let's get to know you a little bit. You, from our conversations, are definitely into comics. You know what you like. So
never read a comic in my life. What are you talking about?
There you go. What got you into this whole thing? Comics
So it's kind of crazy. I absolutely love Spider-Man. I don't like his comics. The only Spider-Man comics that I really like are the original like 60s comics. So like I can't stand most of the current comics that he's in. Like they're just so boring.
Right.
Superhero comics aren't very fun to me either. Like they're kind of very rinse and repeat, like same stories over and over, like whatever. So honestly, for me, it was always really just collecting them because I liked the art and I liked the covers and I like to display them. And then I'm always on the hunt for old Spider-Man because that's what I like. And then by crazy happenstance, I walked into Rainbow one day, was talking to Tim, who still works there with me, and it kind of just snowballed into, hey, do you want to work here? And here I am. So I started reading a lot more comics, like, working there. So like I tried reading superhero comics more and I'm still just like, not my thing. I really love reading Image comics. So many good stories come out of there. So many good creators work with them. Like I love Image comics. I could go on and on and on about so many different Image comics titles. Like I just love them. So a lot of times like Tim will be like, yeah, you want to know the weird stuff? Go talk to Taylor. She reads all that weird stuff. That's kind of what we do. Yeah. And so like, I'm totally fine with it. I own it. Like, yes, I read the weird stuff. I read the horror comics. I read the weird booby comics. Like I read everything that is not a superhero title and reads all the superhero stuff. I have sort of kind of branched out into reading more stuff that is not just Image. So now I've been reading like Batgirls. Oh my god, I'm in love with Batgirls.
Okay.
She-Hulk has been really good. Wonder Woman Historia, that's been super good. And then Spider-Punk. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do not get me started on Spider-Punk. I could go on for days. I have read Spider-Punk number 1 like 5 times. I love that book. But yeah, so basically I could go on and on and on about what I love about comics, but basically what really got me into it was art. Like I'm an artist myself. I love looking at good art, and then throwing in a story with it is just cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's exciting.
So yeah.
Wow, I am so happy to hear you mention one book in particular. I'm going to get to that in just a second here. We're getting some comments coming through from YouTube.
Yeah.
So Chop and Drop is saying, Happy New Comic Book Day, comic book fan. Thank you so much. It is a good day. It's Comic Book Sabbath. Aaron Evans is checking in with us from Minnesota. Good evening. Happy New Comic Book Day. Aaron works part-time at a shop up there called Comic Book College in the cities. And so,
heck yeah.
So that's awesome. So Aaron knows the drill.
Hello.
Let's talk about this little cutie then. So Wonder Woman Historia. I love this cover. I loved book 1. And book 1 was something that I lifted up a lot to customers, and they flipped through it. And I sold probably like 5 copies in conversations with people. It's gorgeous.
10.
Gorgeous.
That first issue blew me away.
Yeah.
The artwork in that, the scale of like Zeus with all of the god, like, oh, wonderful. I was itching for issue 2. I picked up that exact same cover as you. Like, oh my god. I absolutely love it. I pitch it to everybody that I can. I get so many people to read it. It's so good. Like, this book is so good. Like, I never thought that I would like Wonder Woman because, like, again, she's just a superhero. Like, I don't really care. She's been around for forever. Wonder Woman Historia has proven me wrong. It's not really about Wonder Woman yet, but, like, I'm so ready. It's so good.
Yep. So definitely, and agreed. I don't read a lot of Wonder Woman either, and I was so delighted by it. So that makes me happy. So great minds. I like that.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yes. Cool.
I get so many people to read that one.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about what got you into comics, what you're reading right now. What are people like? What are the interests in Lincoln, I guess? Because sometimes, like in different areas of the country, like people's interests are different. Like up here, a lot of horror comics are like crazy popular right now, and people are loving that. Versus superhero. We still have a lot of superhero representation. There's a lot of that need for like the vampire stuff, the bloody stuff, and everything else. So what's the vibe like in Lincoln?
It's so weird that you mentioned that because Tim and I were just talking today. Usually when we make predictions on like, oh, a new book's coming out, like people are gonna eat this book up, we better get a lot of copies, nobody gets it. Like, we maybe get like 5 people, and we're like, what is going on? But then the rest of the world, everybody's like, oh my God, have you read this book? So it's like, we can predict how like the rest of the world is going to do it. But like in Lincoln, nobody cares about DC Comics. Like, we have the dedicated like Batman subscribers, but that's about it. Like, we had the Flashpoint Beyond that just came out.
Yeah.
Nobody got it. Like,
that was huge up here. Yeah, people were.
Yeah, we had maybe like 3. So like, we're just like, why does nobody care about DC Comics right now? I honestly think that we have too many people that are just like tired of Batman. So like, Batman is just killing DC for us. So like, DC doesn't do super good. It's really honestly like, we get a lot of like, I call them drive-by customers. They hear about a movie or a TV show, and they're coming in and they want everything related to that. So right now, the best way I could say it is Marvel. Marvel is selling, but not what you would think. Like, I don't know. Like, Moon Knight came out, suddenly everybody and their mom needed Moon Knight. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, getting some wisdom here from Derek. There's way too much Batman. Too
much.
But you're gonna have people that say not enough. As a I was doing Batman and Detective, and that was enough for me. I mean, my collection was, and then you got I Am Batman, Urban Legends, the Batman Superman, whatever, crossover.
We have like Chilling Time now. Like, there's just too much.
Yeah. So I get that. For a Batman fan, though, it's definitely an exciting time. But geez Louise.
Yeah, like it's seriously like every week we get a new title that I'm just like, who wants this? Who asked for this? Who told them to make this? Like, come on.
Tony from up here is saying way too much Batman, also Superman. So yeah, I'd agree Superman's up there too. I gotta give a shout out though. Superman Son of Kal-El is one I'm actually collecting and loving because it's a character that is awesome to me. The normal Superman is a staple, and I respect that. It's just not a character that I'm personally passionate about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like at least with Superman, like we have Son of Kal-El, and that's like not Clark Kent Superman. Like it's at least something different. Whereas like I feel like Batman, it's literally just Batman. Like I mean, like I know that I Am Batman isn't like the Batman, but like it's still too much.
Derek's weighing in here. 10 Batman titles at once is overkill. Facts. Randy is saying, I agree too much. Yeah. Is Randy from Lincoln?
Friend. Yes. Oh, we love awesome. Randy.
That's awesome. Thank you, Randy, for tuning in. Need Superboy over Superman is what that says. It cuts off sometimes on my comments. So need Superboy over Superman. Yeah. So yeah, DC's an interesting beast. Part of me thinking about what's going on the screens, right? Marvel, DC, for what's on the screens. It's interesting. DC kills it on the animated. Their animated offerings, fire. They're good.
Yes. Like I think animated DC is so great, but like their movies, like
except for
they
Aquaman.
need something to be.
Let's focus though. Shout out to Aquaman.
God.
All right. Hey, Wonder Woman 1 was really good, actually.
I really liked Wonder Woman 1. Wonder Woman 2, not a good movie. I still liked it because we had to have another one.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yes.
But one was amazing. I wish, because I feel like the characters are so rich that they deserve that MCU treatment where everything is crafted and the fans are, they're going to enjoy it. But we kind of didn't get that maybe with some of these films. There are going to be people out there that vouch for everything DC. Shazam murdered it. I love that movie. I thought it was hilarious.
Shazam was so good. Knocked it out of the park. I was so surprised that I loved that movie as much as I did. Like, was not expecting it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's definitely a toss up, and everything MCU does, it's not all perfect, and we'll find out more about that. We're doing an MCU movie countdown that A Comic Book Looks a part of with some of our local shows here in the area. So you'll have to tune in for that, Taylor. It's going to be hilarious.
Yes, I'm going to come heckle in the comments for sure.
Oh, man. Tony's just weighing in here. Marvel and DC are both good in their animated series. Yes, Marvel I would like to see more of, and I'm quite giddy about the X-Men 92 continuation of the X-Men, or 93 or whatever they're calling it, continuation from the X-Men 90s cartoon, which, Taylor, we were watching in the shop yesterday, and man, Jubilee is whiny. Woo!
Yeah.
She's whiny.
It's been a very long time since I've seen that X-Men stuff. My boyfriend is like way more into that 90s X-Men stuff than I am. So I think he's super jazzed to see it, but he's keeping his expectations low so he doesn't get his heart broken.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So yeah, there's just so much going on right now. Before we hop over to books, though, one other neat thing that the Lincoln store does at Rainbow is you guys have the Stream It, Read It section.
Yes.
Did I call it right? What's the title?
Read It, Then Stream It.
Read It, Then Stream It. So tell us about that.
So it started because Invincible happened. I am not into Invincible. I didn't watch it, didn't read it, whatever. But Tim was like, hey, why don't we just get this in stock? Like, we can get all of it. And I was like, why don't we just make a whole section? So that's basically what we did. So we have like stuff that's like upcoming that's going to be streaming. So like stuff that like Sandman. Sandman isn't out yet as far as I know. But we have all the Sandman stuff because people really dig that stuff. So it's like, oh, read it before you watch it. We have, I think I just put some Moon Knight stuff. We have Invincible. We have like Umbrella Academy. And those things work so great because people walk by it and they're like, oh my God, I know this show. I love this show. So like we've gotten lots of people to be like, oh my God, I love Sweet Tooth and now I can read all of Sweet Tooth. Or Invincible has been so big. Like we get a lot of people in who are just like, oh my God, I love this show. I have to have all of this. And then boom, there we go. So that's pretty much what kind of spawned it. And like we always talk like, oh, we should change it out. And then we get like a surplus of people who come in and are like, oh my God, I love these shows. And we're like, never mind, we'll leave it. So it's a super fun section. I really like it.
Yeah. No, I think it was sharp. I was really excited that you guys were doing that, and it makes me happy. So Tony swinging through here. Sandman has always been an underrated villain / anti-hero. So
I don't know much about Sandman.
I haven't read it either. I'm kind of a newbie face with that. I'm sure John is going to be like, you need to read that now. ASAP.
Tim tells me every day, he's like, read Sandman right now. You got time, read Sandman. I'm like, I tried some of the new like Sandman universe stuff when it was first starting, but then that's when they like totally smashed us all in the face with like the 10 different titles that were all going at the same time, like Books of Magic and like all that stuff. It was too much. I got overwhelmed.
Oh man. Well, with that, I had a chance to get my books today, you guys, and our stream at the store went past closing time.
No way! I didn't even realize late. That.
So we were going up until like 8:06, and then Amanda's daughter was like, "It's past 8," and we're like, "Whoops, didn't mean to do that." We had a lot of games and toys to talk about. On our side, we had a lot of pops and stuff, and so Amanda was doing her thing. Comics I was flying through, and
I tuned in for like 5 seconds because I had time, and I saw the Lightyear like golden book.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tim, we need that. Can't get it anymore, so I may need a copy.
Yep. You just give us a shout, and we'll get that. I have the bag of the other stuff for you too. So those are all taken out. As we talk work on air here. Jeez Louise. Yeah. All right. So shout out to Morbius. Taylor had a chance to tune into our show when we were reviewing it. Taylor, we're going to have you back on, though, because I think what you have to say is probably not geared towards me.
No.
So cliffhanger on that one, you guys. And Tom wasn't able to make it tonight. He let me know earlier today when he swung through. So we are going to have you on again.
Yes.
But we will chop it up about
if only just to come yell at Tom about how much Morbius is so good.
So more to come on that. But let's talk about this week. What a big week in comics for everyone.
Huge. Yes.
Superheroes, non-superheroes. I mean, it was all over the place. Now, Taylor, I'm going to be in the doghouse with you because guess what I got?
What did you get?
A lot of superhero stuff. Yeah, I know all the drill. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Derek, I think Tom is avoiding Taylor.
He heard that I was going to be here today.
Tom doesn't really shy away from a lot, but I think Taylor might win that one. I don't know. We're going to find out. I know he's really excited to talk more about it, and so it's going to be a great show when we get you two together. Oh my gosh, I'll be sitting back like drinking my water nervously, like oh my gosh. Randy's weighing in here. Power Rangers versus Godzilla this week. Yeah,
that has been a big one at our store. We've had a hard time keeping it on the shelves.
Yeah. Well, let's jump right into that. It's somewhere in my stack here.
I am not personally reading this one.
Really? Here it is. I went with cover B on this because I wanted less Rangers and more Zord action because Godzilla's big and the Megazord's amazing. So I went with this cover. I'm collecting the main Power Ranger stuff. I don't collect a lot of Godzilla stuff, so I'm not a Godzilla buff. We have a lot of Godzilla buffs up here, like people that get the huge figures and go to the shows and everything else. And so I'm a complete newbie when it comes to a lot of that, but I'm Team Mothra. Like, I don't even have time for Godzilla. He's not even on my radar.
Okay.
Mothra.
I gotta throw this in there.
Mothra.
In the movie, when Mothra showed up.
Yeah.
Why is she so hot?
Dude, Mothra's amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm in love with her.
Yeah, it should be Power Rangers versus Mothra. We don't even have
for
time
real.
for this. We don't have time.
I want more Mothra content. Give me Mothra. Like, who's this Godzilla? Never heard of him. I need Mothra.
And yeah, Tony, Dragonzord versus Godzilla. Agreed. They can't wreck the Zords. Dragonzord needs its moment in this series, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be so depressed.
You're gonna riot.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really excited, and I'm just happy this is finally coming out, because if I recall, they were talking about the release of this like back in January or something, but I think like all the release stuff got screwed up with that.
Yeah, like I feel like I've been hearing about it for way longer than it's been out, because we're only on what, issue 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like we should be on like 6. Like I feel like I've been hearing about it for a while. So yeah, I definitely agree. It's been talked about for a while.
So totally got pushed back, but happy to have it, and I am excited to dig into it. Dan, I see you. Is that issue 2? And did you put a copy? I will check tomorrow for you, sir, and make sure that you have one. Do you have a preference on cover, sir? Because I have cover B here, and then there's cover A that has like the Rangers on it, like the Green Rangers. Like, ugh. Now I will say, the art on the Rangers, there's a lot of beyond muscle that we're not used to seeing from the Power Rangers. Did you see that on those covers? You know what I'm talking about? Check the covers out. They're like, huh! Like Kimberly's like, the beach is this way. Huh! You know, Kimberly's like, what? Pterodactyl. Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's a little overkill. And it's just, I don't know. It just was like kind of mad for that. Sleepy Readers checking in with us. Sleepy Readers, a longtime viewer of ours from the West Coast. So thank you so much, Sleepy, for checking in. Yeah. Randy is saying yes. Randy, is that to the buff Pink Ranger? Please clarify.
Definitely.
Please clarify in the comments. Yes, this is fantastic. This is a good conversation. Dan, I got you.
You're collecting the main Power Ranger stuff, John. So like, is it good?
Yeah, this is a good question. So I'm a little grouchy at this whole Power Rangers thing, and here's why. When they relaunched it, you know, because there were previous volumes of Power Rangers, but this one from the get-go has been absolutely amazing. It takes my childhood and says, here we go. Here's where we left off, John. And it's fantastic. Power Rangers Pink limited series, loved it. I love Kimberly. Then we get to issue 50 or whatever, and we're like, okay, we're gonna reboot and split into these 2 series. Both are amazing, by the way. And what I didn't catch was they offered numbered legacy variant covers, so like 51, 52 on these variant covers, and I missed the boat on that. And instead I was focused on getting number 1s. So I had the chance to have everything in line and consistent, and instead it's just all choppy.
You just did it
all over the place. So I was
those legacy covers throw me off so bad, because I'm always like, we don't have Mighty Morphin anymore. Like it's like not like this. Like what is happening? Throws me every time.
So I am always pissed off every time those come out, and I think I'm missing one issue, and that's the other thing at our Star Taylor. These Power Ranger issues, they don't last long. A lot of our backstock there's a lot of holes in what we have in the backstock, and then a lot of the new stuff flies.
Yeah, with like the newer stuff, we finally hit a spot where like we're consistently like we have at least a couple issues on hand all the time. So like if people are randomly like, oh my god, I missed an issue, like we can at least do that. But like for the most part, like people are really liking the Power Rangers stuff. What about Power Rangers Universe? Are you reading that one?
Power Rangers Universe I actually do have, and that's another book I can lift up. I definitely went with just the A cover, so it has all the Black Rangers on it. This
cover looks so similar. That cover looks so similar to Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
With like the weird blank.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Continue. Tell me about
it. This series is one that I didn't know anything about it going in, and it started out on a level of awesome to suck, and suck being about here. And then issue 2 got amazing. And then issue 3, I'm kind of back on the who cares train, and issue 4, I'm plateauing. So issue 5, this is your moment, okay? Don't F it up. I hope I like it. We'll see. It's literally just completely different characters. So we're meeting all these new people, and I want to like it just because all the other Power Rangers offerings have been so sharp. So I'm just saying, fingers crossed on it. Everyone in the comments, if you're reading Power Rangers Universe, hit me with that feedback, because I must be missing something. I don't know. Like,
I genuinely can't think of any feedback I've gotten on it from customers at our store. Like, nobody's coming in like, oh my god, I need that Power Rangers Universe. So like, I'm just curious. Like, is it any good? Is it not? Like, I need some feedback here.
It's worth a look. I recommend the main series better. I recommend the main series better. If you know, and for this show, it is all opinion here. So I'm not here to push books or sell books. I'm here to give you my perspective as a reader. But I'm not always right either, you guys. I mean, I like different stuff from Amanda or Derek here in the comments. You know, like we all have different taste and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Aaron's weighing in here. What's a good jumping on point for the Power Rangers books? I keep hearing good things about it. That's a good question. Right now, we just completed the Altarian War event, and so it's kind of on a new arc as of 1, maybe 2 issues ago for those. So do check that out. The Altarian War header is at the top, how they do that with, you know, big events. They always have a header on there. So maybe hop on after that. I personally recommend checking that event out, though, because it is really neat. And shout out to our boy Zordon. Shout out to Zordon. Yeah.
Yes.
Randy's saying, I agree with you. I haven't been like I need the next one. See, there you go. That's why you're not hearing about it. Everyone's like,
exactly. Like it's just kind of
Yeah. Derek, I'm just an art snob.
Same,
Derek,
honestly.
Don't let Derek fool you, though. He knows so much about comics, and like we would get into these X-Men debates sometimes and stuff. He knows this stuff. So that's funny. Oh, there you go. I'm re-showing that comment just because it's awesome, and I clicked it twice. Cool. So that's that, and that's 2 of my books. We already talked a little bit about this guy. So this is Spiderman Number One.
I have some feelings about this one.
You know what I feel about this cover, though, is that it gets along with my posters really well.
Yes,
so I love that.
Also, yes, I have that cover sitting in my box set at the store. I also have the Gleason variant. It was like the Goblin Queen. So like I'm debating on which one I'm actually gonna buy, because like I love both of them, and I don't need to buy both books because like I don't know that I'm gonna read this book. I just want the cover. I tried reading this one because I haven't been reading Amazing Spider-Man because I didn't like it. But I was like, you know what? I'm the guinea pig. I love jumping in on a new number one to tell people if it's a good place to jump in. I got like 3 pages in and I'm like, what is happening? So like, I don't know. Is this book supposed to pick up where the Amazing Spider-Man stuff left off? Is it its own thing? Like, I really couldn't tell from the first couple pages, but like from what I read, I was confused. So yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, I don't know.
The last volume, we had the main thing going on, plus the Beyond series. I tuned in for just a quick second because there was Morbius up in the mix, and that's one of my boys I'm getting to know. And so John was like, you need to read this issue. And then at the end of that, there was mention of Norman Osborn's Iron Patriot armor, and I freaked out because I love Dark Avengers. And so it was
There's
just nice
so much happening in Amazing Spider-Man. Like, I don't know where to even try. Like, I want to read new Spider-Man, but I just can't.
Hopefully this is our ticket, because I'm in your boat too.
I'm gonna keep trying. I didn't like Nick Spencer when he was doing the Hunted storyline, like forever ago. I read that and that alone, and that was good. But like, I don't like Nick Spencer's writing. Like, it was just kind of blah. So, and then I know that he wasn't necessarily doing all of the Beyond stuff, but like, I don't know. I haven't been really, really warm to Amazing Spider-Man lately. Like, I really just haven't.
Amazing. That's not amazing.
It's just kind of Spider-Man.
Well, let's talk about a character that is near and dear to our hearts, or at least mine, and hopefully yours too. I love this cover so much.
we are too similar. Like, I picked that cover.
Yes, like, it was artsy and fun, and I was like, it just makes me happy. So Carnage for sure. Oh man,
I'm mad that I haven't got to read this issue yet because I love Carnage. I don't think we get enough Carnage. I'm tired of Venom. Just, we're done. Like, we just need more Carnage. I liked Carnage Forever, and I liked number 1. I'm very upset that I haven't got to read this issue yet. Like, I like it. It's very good.
Yeah, he's just such a cool character, and artwork on initial flip looks really sick on the inside. But yeah, that cover just popped for me, and I was like, okay, like that's cool.
Yes, I had to get it immediately.
And issue 1 was a lot of fun too, and that one shot before leading up to it was really cool too. So it's nice to kind of get that gruesomeness that maybe we were missing from some of those Venom offerings. So,
and I mean, like, this Carnage series is like good to jump in if like you haven't been reading anything but you want to read about Carnage. Like, it does tie into like all the stuff that happened with like the Null series and like Absolute Carnage. It does, but like realistically, it doesn't matter. Just read it. Like, you'll get enough information.
Heck yeah. So, about that Stream It section at your store, I don't know if this one made the cut or not, but I am getting my speed learn on in preparation of this upcoming series on Disney Plus. Miss Marvel.
There.
Limit, issue 5.
She's so cute. I like her so much. And her comics are always so fun. Like, they just feel so fun and light, but still serious.
Yeah.
So, like, I love her. I love her series. It's so good.
No, we're excited. Up here in town, we have SuperCon as our local convention up here, and the male lead opposite of her, who plays her friend Bruno, is going to be at SuperCon as a guest, which is really cool. And so that'll be fun. So you should totally take that weekend off and come up to SuperCon.
Be right up. There be right up.
So just set the store on autopilot, and
locking up. Sorry, gotta go.
Self-serve comic dispenses for the customer accounts. And,
yes. That'd be the
let's kick it over to the X-Men side of things here. We had Knights of X #1 come out, and boy, this Pegasus cover was just majestic, and I was just like, I love it.
Yeah, I did that one. How are you keeping up with all the X-Men stuff? Are you reading all of them?
I am reading all of them. Nope, I am all in. And I'm glad that I am, because it's a lot of content. So I've talked to a lot of customers about this, that one customer shared, I just read House of X and Powers of X. And I was just like, okay, well, at least we're starting from the beginning. And I said, it's okay, but there's so much coming up. And he said, yeah, some of these newer covers, because he picked up some Infernos, Destiny's Alive, that kind of stuff. And I said, it's a lot of content, but it's worth it to me, I guess, as an X-Men fan. Derek's weighing in here. He read Knights of X and enjoyed it, so that's really good to hear. But to me, it's exciting to see this many books build up to an ultimate picture. And I think that this round of X books has done a fantastic job of doing that. So
I can't find it in my heart to try to keep up with all the X-Men stuff. I kind of let Tim read it and let customers read it, and then I'm just like, tell me about it. Tell me what's going on. Like, I'm genuinely excited to know. I can't bring myself to read it. So like, I really enjoy it. Yeah, I really enjoy the story that's being told. And like you said, it's really kind of coming together. And I don't think there's a lot of comics that have done that, that like are doing it well. Because like we get all these DC like crises, like, and I mean, maybe they're good, I just haven't read them. But like, X-Men consistently seems to be the one where everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, this just happened. And like, this is so crazy. And then like this crossover here. And like, I just think it's cool. Like, it's awesome.
It's really interesting, because it just has so many, the last arc before all these reboots occurred, and people in the comments, let me know what you think too, but the themes of things like sexuality, diversity, religion, I mean, everything was touched upon in these books. Death, being brought back to life, what does that mean? Peer pressure, things like that. Like, there were just every single thing, and they did well in terms of giving us insights from the characters that we know and the characters we're getting to know as well. And so there's just so many levels to this cake, and I love it. It's this big, beautiful mountain of sweetness, and these reboots hopefully will continue to delight us. Oh
my gosh, my headphones just cut out, so give me 2 seconds.
You're good. While we're getting Taylor back on here. Oh, you're set. Derek is just saying, if you didn't read the last series of Excalibur, you may be a little lost in relation to the Knights of X. So definitely check that out.
That's what I get for opening my phone. I still don't have sound. I'm working on it. Oh my goodness.
Hang in there. I'm gonna write you a note on the sticky note or something.
Everybody start doing sign language. I can't hear anything. Oh my gosh. John, keep talking. I will be back.
All right. And I'm also just writing LOL. All right. All right. So my next book, you guys, just to keep talking, Sabretooth. This is issue number 3.
Okay, I'm here.
You're here? Sabretooth issue number 3 is where we're at. Oh, you're good. This one, have you heard any buzz on this one from your side of the counter?
No. Like, we have the people who are pulling it. Yeah. Nobody's talking about it.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that surprises me. Okay. So this is something that you will, if you ever read these, Taylor, is that it's going to be advertised as a Sabretooth book, or it's going to be whatever character, or it's Inferno, but it's not modeled after the old Inferno event. It's something entirely different. This is a book about Sabretooth ? Because it actually highlights a lot of other characters in the book coming up, as well as what it means to be a prisoner of Krakoa. And so it's so much more than Sabretooth, and it excites the heck out of me. Issues 1 and 2 have been absolute dynamite. I personally really like it, and it makes me happy. So, let's see.
The whole concept of Krakoa is so cool to me. Like, what I've heard, like, you know, talking about people telling me about, like, all the X-Men titles, like, Krakoa sounds so cool. Yeah. And I mean, that is kind of tickling my brain and, like, wanting me to kind of go read it. But I know I'd have to read so much just to get a little bit of Krakoa, you know. But it is a cool concept. So maybe I'll see what you... I don't know. I might check it out.
Highly recommend it. I don't know. It's like you work at a place where maybe you could get those. I don't know.
Comic books, never heard of them.
Up next, also on the Marvel front, Punisher issue number 2. We had a lot of people that were sore about the change of the logo, kind of thing. But that issue 1 rocked my face. And I don't collect Punisher, but I really, really enjoyed it. I think it's an intriguing blend of mixed with martial arts and the hand. It's fun. I enjoyed number 1. I haven't read issue 2 yet, so I can't vouch for it. But hopefully it's amazing. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
I personally have never really cared for Punisher as a character. So, like, I wasn't really interested in this book. I was, however, interested in what people were going to say about the rebrand.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about issue 1, but we sold out.
Yeah.
Like, we maybe have, like, 2 copies. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Of issue 1. Yeah. I didn't check today to see how we did on issue 2, but, like, clearly people were intrigued, interested, curious. So maybe it's better than people expected. I don't know. I mean, the rebrand feels like a side thing to, like, the actual story. So I haven't heard bad things, but I also haven't heard good things yet either. So maybe I'll start hearing things. Who knows?
Heck yeah. That's one of my favorite things about, just being where I'm at is that, we just get to interface with all these people that are also reading comics. I've had jobs where, like, no one reads comics or watches the movies or anything, and you're on, like, this lonely nerd silo island kind of thing, and it's just like, oh man. So when I first came to Rainbow, I was like, holy smokes, like, you can talk to everybody.
People like me. Yeah. No, I love how every day I find a different person to talk about a different little facet of my interest in comics. Like, there's always somebody who's interested in, like, a little tiny bit of the scope that I'm interested in. It's so fun.
Well, also on the Marvel front, if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a Marvel zombie, but I like to match the poster behind me here. So Silver Surfer Rebirth, issue number 4. I went with the variant cover because I thought he was sharp. Ultimately, this series has been fun. This is one that I don't hear about at the register as much, but people buy it. People love it.
This one has been good for, like, older folks who are coming in saying, like, oh, I remember comics and, like, whatever. And then they see that and they're like, oh, this looks just like how I remember. Like, that's kind of been our audience for that one. Like, we have the, other people who are reading it, but, like, just random off the street people, that's usually the book that they kind of go for. It seems like, at least to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. Yeah, there's a lot of new readers checking it out, and then people that just know the character, and a lot of love for it. we're hopping off of the Marvel train here for a shake or two. This next one was a pleasant surprise. I was boasting about it earlier on the Rainbow live stream. This is issue 2, foil edition of We Have Demons, with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo on the 1s and 2s, which was the dynamic duo of Batman. That run I actually really loved. This book, issue 1, was so fun. Taylor, if you're not checking this out, totally check it out. It is so neat. We Have Demons. Highly recommend it. No words. It just was like fun. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It didn't catch my attention. Okay. Like, it didn't catch my attention right away.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. That every time I kind of look at it, I'm like, maybe.
Try it out. Try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Give it a whirl. Check it out. I can't speak highly enough of it. I thought it was really cool. So.
Sure, yeah.
Sleepy Reader saying, us old folks and the Silver Surfer.
I did not mean it.
Now, just for the record, I am way older than Taylor is, so I'm probably right in that book too. Oh, I'm showing it twice again. Here we go. See you. Yeah.
I thought you were a pro with this.
I'm totally not a pro with this. Oh, evidently I got cover A as well. We went late, and I was ringing myself up in a hurry so we could close the register and get all of them. So I evidently got both covers. Surprise! So
there we go.
Dan, there's cover A for you. Did not mean for that to happen. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Couple more here. Star Wars Crimson Reign number 4. I don't read a lot of Star Wars offerings, but Crimson Reign was an intriguing event full of just awesomeness and glory. Like, I don't know, it's everything that I've wanted from a Star Wars book. And Darth Vader's kind of slowed down a little bit for me. Dr. Aphra, same thing. And so Crimson Reign really has turned up the heat a little bit, and I'm loving it.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I really don't like the Star Wars comics. Every time I thumb through them, the art does not look very good to me. I tried reading one, and the story was just boring. It's just one I pass every time. It's never caught my eye. I can't do the Star Wars books.
I have some thoughts that might turn your mind around, but I will share those with you. They involve homicidal droids, and they're delightful, and they make me really happy. So I highly. Dan, I see you picking up both covers of that Godzilla Power Rangers. You bet. No, we'll get those in your account for you. This last one we'll actually talk about after the show. I have one more here, but the other one we're going to talk about after the show. Oh, here we go. I agree. I have tried 3 or 4 times, but can't do them. Yeah, one of our team members here in Sioux Falls, our part-timer Trevor, who does Rainbow Junior with us, loves Star Wars, but doesn't read them all. So he really focuses on just a couple that he likes, and so I get it. And there are a lot of offerings out there too. I mean, if you're someone that's going to try to collect them all, like the X-Men books, woo, you gotta
be dedicated and have a big wallet for some of them.
This last thing was actually really freaking neat, and this is kind of a rehash of material that I already have, but it's the trade paperback or trade or bound edition. DC Pride 2021, got the colorful spine on there. So really excited to own that. And I was able to scoop that up today, and I'm quite giddy. So life's good, Taylor. I got a lot of mess around me here that I won't show on camera. It's not good. I have a lot of sorting to do and a lot of Ghost Rider stuff coming in.
Yes.
Do
you want us to chat?
Sleepy is checking in with us here. Sometimes the art can make it hard to get into a comic. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh, the princess was doing the party. Oh,
cute. Oh, did not want to talk. Camera shy. Camera shy. That was amazing. Yeah.
Don't walk on my computer, kitty cat. Thank you.
Just deleted.
Just like close it all. Art really does kind of make or break it for me sometimes. Like, if I can't stand to look at it, I don't want to read it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
the story could be really good, but too bad. I don't want to look at it, you know?
Yeah.
So I get it.
And you know what breaks my heart the most is when it's a bomb cover and then you open it up and it's like awful. And it happens
Mhm.
way more than I care to
Yeah,
admit,
that
you know?
it really frustrates me when that happens because I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, they got such a good cover artist," and then you
Yeah.
open it and it's like, "Whoa, who did they get for the interiors? Oh my god."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
So up here in Sioux Falls, we are excited. We are heading to Doctor Strange on opening night. So very giddy about
joy.
that. You got your tickets yet?
Yes, we bought tickets the day they came out. We're seeing it Friday night,
Woo!
at like 10 something
Okay.
because my boyfriend works till 10, so
Yeah.
we're seeing it late.
That's awesome.
But I told everybody, I was like, I will be seeing this movie before Free Comic Book Day because I
Yes.
will not be working Free Comic Book Day without seeing that movie. Like there is
Yes.
absolutely no way.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
we have a special guest in the building here. Jeff's checking in with us. Hey, Jeff. So Jeff and Christina do they have a comic shop out in Muncie, Indiana, and I do
Mhm.
attend their auction or online shows where they sell comics, and I get in lots of trouble. And Jeff is actually married to Christina Blanche, and Christina is one of the writers on the Good Boy comic. So they were here.
Oh, that's
So
exciting.
Jeff, thank you so much for tuning in.
Wow.
I love watching, their show and just the energy and stuff. They just make comics fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I love is just people that make comics
Yes.
fun and approachable. So
Yes,
um
definitely.
so yeah, gosh. Well, I'm trying to think what else. We covered books, we talked about movies, we talked about the store. Yeah. Do you have any special happenings coming up what are your guys' plans for Free Comic Book Day coming up?
So, Free Comic Book Day. So, for those of you that don't know, I do art. I run our local art group. It's called the Local Pencil Cult. So we love to do little events. We are always hanging out at Rainbow. So for Free Comic Book Day, I'm gonna have, I think, 5 local artists are going to be there and tabling. So it'll be like a little convention. Come get your free stuff. Come buy from the local artists. We're going to have cosplayers in, I think. Nobody officially, but like we've had lots of people say like, I'm going to come dressed up. So that's kind of going to be our thing. We're expecting it to be crazy.
Yeah.
We've told so many people. We ran out of flyers like weeks ago. Like, we're scared. But it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I'm excited to have Free Comic Book Day be Free Comic Book Day. Gosh, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so ready. It's exciting because Free Comic Book Day is also my little sister's birthday.
Oh, cool.
And then she's graduating high school literally the week after that. So like it's a big month. So I'm very excited. May is going to be very fun.
Yeah. Are you guys doing any sales in the store?
Yes. You probably know what the sales are better than I do.
Well, I'm speaking for Sioux Falls, so
I genuinely think that we're doing the same sales that you guys are doing.
Okay.
We're doing 50% off of nearly everything.
Yep.
So we're gonna have sales. I am doing a bad job because I don't know what they are officially.
No, that's okay. So 50% off, and the Sioux Falls side of things, and most likely in Lincoln, 50% off all back issues, comic book sets, and then also trade paperbacks too. So it's a great opportunity to grab some reads and make those preparations. Christina Blanche is in the building. Christina, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much. But yes, Christina is amazing. We loved having her at the Sioux Falls store and being a stop on the Good Boy tour. How did Good Boy get a lot of customer feedback down in Lincoln? Was it popular?
I'll be honest, didn't hear anything about it except for you talking about it.
Really?
Did
it sell? Did it sell like super well down there?
I don't know if we got it.
Oh, okay.
We might have got 1 or 2 people who got
like
it.
Special ordered it or something. We should get some copies down there and see. Yeah, it was something that Christina, we love you, I promise.
I'm sorry.
We and Christina, just so you know, between Sioux Falls and Lincoln, we get hit with the stupidest shortages on books between our 2 stores sometimes, where Sioux Falls gets like a surplus of stuff. Sometimes Lincoln will get things, and then we're up here waiting for 2 weeks, if at all, to get things. So we have
how it works out.
Yeah. So it's nothing on you, I promise. It's like our vendors are.
We hate Good Boy.
No, it's not like that at all.
No, not at all.
It's been kind of a roller coaster with a lot of vendors. So she says we need to jump on volume 2, which is coming out. So volume 1 just wrapped up its issues 1 through 3. But yeah, definitely. And we just had such a blast having them as guests up here in Sioux Falls, and it was a lot of fun. So.
Yeah. That's super cool. That's such a super fun thing. Like now that we have the space, I'm hoping we can get more stuff like that, like
signing events and stuff. Yeah.
We had Phil Hester before the pandemic kind of ramped up. We had Phil Hester when Family Tree dropped.
Cool.
He was in some art. Like he's such a cool dude. I know Tim went and saw him at Planet in Kansas City this last weekend, and Phil was like, "Hey Tim, how's it going?" And Tim's like, "Oh my god, you know me." So Phil Hester is seriously such a cool dude. Like I'm really hoping we can get him back again. Like but like now that we have the space, like Christina, come on down. Like
there you go, Christina Blanche. Boom, you get 2 rainbows on your tour. How about that?
Yes. Yes.
That would be amazing. It was really cute too. On my issue 1, I met Garrett Gunn, the other writer, last fall, and he wrote "To John, the brightest rainbow of all." And then Christina signed it to my reading rainbow, John, which was super cute.
That's so fun.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's so fun.
So just such a fun duo, and super awesome. But just to recap really quick on Free Comic Book Day, 50% off the back stock, the trades, and the comic book sets. So definitely scoop those up. And of course, the free books from the publishers that we're getting in. Yes. Sleepy has a really good question here. Generally, what's the busiest day or days at the store? Wednesday, Saturday? I will let Taylor speak first because we work at 2 different rainbows. So.
Yes. So in Lincoln, Wednesdays are usually typically pretty busy, but we can kind of predict like when people are going to come because we have lots of regulars. Thursdays, dead. Almost always. But then Saturdays get super busy. Same with Sundays lately, because we have that breakfast place like right there. So we get a lot of people in. So it's usually for us, Wednesdays, Saturdays. Sometimes Sundays are insanely crazy. But that's kind of typical for us.
That's a good question. On our side, I feel like Mondays and Tuesdays are a little more laid back. But Wednesday through Sunday, we see a lot more traffic with periods of dead time. Wednesday is kind of weird because we have the 10 a.m. rush. We open the doors. The people that want those special covers come in just to make sure they're getting what they need. And then usually at about 12:30 or so, it slows way down. But then we shoot right back up again because people are coming over their lunch breaks.
On their lunch break.
Ending their shifts. And then we're open until 8. Actually, we share the same hours now. And then, it's Saturday is completely crazy. And it gets even crazier because in Sioux Falls, we also do sports cards. And a lot of like singles and vintage stock. And so whenever there's card shows in the area, those people also will take time because a lot of them are from out of town. They'll take time to come see us and the other card stores in town, which is awesome. And so it just gets busier in that regard too. So just more go on the floor. So definitely. So I guess the Sioux Falls answer is Wednesday through Sunday for sure.
Yeah, we definitely I think have a lot more slower days in Lincoln, but
It'll pick up. You're just getting going in that location. So
it's only gonna get worse.
Christina's comment, it cuts off here in this program of mine, but she says never enough rainbows or John. So that's awesome.
I agree.
And never enough Taylors too. You can't ever have enough Taylors. Thanks for answering my question. I'm always curious about life in a comic shop. Christina Blanche, if you're still on, do you have like the same experience for busyness at your shop? She owns Comics out in Indiana, so it'd be kind of cool to get her perspective. We'll wait and see if she comments back in there. So Taylor, I'm just gonna put you on the spot here. What is your oh, that's cute. Never
Thank you so
enough
much.
Taylor with a heart. There we go. There we go.
Thank
you. So just putting you on the spot, Taylor, what is your favorite part about being behind the counter and at a comic book store? What's your favorite part?
Good question. Okay, I'm gonna put a spin on this. I'm a girl working at a comic book store where mostly men shop. I love surprising these supposed long-term comics fans because I know my shit.
Okay.
That's my favorite thing.
Okay. All right.
Because I think they see me with my makeup, they see me wearing cute little outfits, and they're like, she doesn't know anything. And then they fire off a question at me, and I'm like, nope, I got you.
Yep.
That's my favorite thing, I think. Yep. Honestly.
Dude, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game, and that's probably, like you, that's my favorite part, is just the communication with people. And I learned so much from customers. You know, when I talk about what characters I'm digging into, like my Morbius Ghostwriter Insanity quest right now, there's people that respond well to that, like, oh, maybe I should try that, or I've read this before. I get recommendations from customers that have been longtime readers, and so it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
My favorite thing is to ask customers like, hey, I see you're reading this book. I'm not reading this book. Tell me about it. Like, tell me what's going on. Like, teach me. That's my favorite thing.
There you go. Girls don't do comics.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. We
Definitely.
don't.
We actually have you know, a lot of awesome female customers, and I love hearing their perspectives on the books as well. And you know, getting to work with Amanda up here has been so fun too, just to get to hear her take on books and such that she's reading too, and why she collects what she does, because she is going all in with some of her collections. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. We did get some feedback from Christina just on their store hours. If Wednesday is busy, Thursday is dead. If it rains Wednesday, Thursday is busier. Friday, it depends, and Saturdays are always busy.
Okay, we have the same rain thing too. If it's raining, we have less traffic. Like,
oh yeah, here we go. Amanda buys more books than me now, lol. Which is, you should. So Taylor, we do the pull boxes, right? And Amanda has her pull box, and then she has another short box up top of like overflow stuff.
I'm very similar. I have an entire short box full of like, oh, I'm gonna buy these. Like, I want all these covers. Yeah, it's awful. And then I have like a second box like started now that I need to go through. Yeah, so I'm the same.
Oh heavens. Christina says Amanda is amazing. Yes, Amanda loves you too. Yes. Every time I put on Christina, every time I put on your show and Amanda's listed, she's like, Tyler said hi. So that's awesome.
I love Amanda.
Sleepy Reader weighing in here. 2 women-owned shops near me, and they know their stuff. That's awesome. And I bet that's just such a cool, you know, for me, I like a shop where, you know, people like talk to you, you know. So when I was down in Omaha, Nebraska, we did the round, you know, robin with all the different shops, and for the most part, everyone is pretty friendly. I got to give a shout out though to Ground Zero Hobby, because that's my original comic book store from when I was born in Bellevue, Nebraska. That was my original one. And there's a location in Ralston that we went to, and then there's one in Bellevue, and I went to the one in Ralston. And it was a smaller store, but the selection was banging. And they literally handed me their card and said, if you need anything you're looking for specifically, send us an email. We got you. And I was like, that's Nebraska love.
You know what's so funny is after that weekend you were in Omaha and you posted about being at Ground Zero. I was like, I didn't know about Ground Zero. So Zach and I, we went and visited Ground Zero, and I think I picked up like a Funko or something. So that was pretty cool.
It's cool. Like that shop in Ralston, especially, the layout's so groovy and stuff, but they actually had a lot of things I was looking for, because I was doing a lot of that Midnight Suns 90s like adjacent literature, and they had a good selection. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah. They had a lot of good covers that I hadn't seen like at our shop, like just like random ones that like I hadn't seen for like titles that we were getting, but we just weren't getting the variants for or something like that. So that was really cool. I'm gonna go preheat the oven for dinner. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
You're good. All right. Well, Taylor is doing that. Thank you guys again so much for jumping in the comments tonight. This has just been an awesome conversation. Taylor and I had no itinerary tonight. Tom was not able to make it, and so we were just kind of winging it, and we just wanted to connect and have fun. So thank you guys all for being interactive. Good timing, Taylor. It's like you play on that. So Randy's weighing in here saying, my favorite part of Rainbow is how you guys will talk and be so nice. So shout out to Tim and Taylor there. That's awesome. You know, if I was down there, Randy, I would talk to you too. So you should, Randy, you should send an email through Tim and Taylor to our boss to have me come down and do some mandatory work training to help get me going.
Hashtag send John to Lincoln.
Yes.
We're starting a Twitter trend.
Randy, put a good word in for me to do that. Yes. Christina's saying, Randy, you are lucky to have Rainbow. They are amazing. Yes. Christina, please visit Lincoln. Add them on your tour next time. They would love to have you. And maybe Taylor can arrange another glow stick party too at the Lincoln store like we did. It was amazing.
My gosh, maybe.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You love a good glow stick.
It was a lot of fun. Aaron was weighing in here. Glad I'm not the only one with a short box of stuff they need to buy. So Aaron works at Comic Book College, up in the cities at a shop, so he knows how it goes.
Yeah.
And
it's bad.
Yes.
It's bad.
Oh man, dude. You know what though? Christina, I have a question for you. I'm gonna ping you later about it. I'm sensing a show that I kind of want to happen and moderate and facilitate, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna ping you later. We'll see if we can do that.
Too many ideas cooking.
But Taylor changed the oil law.
What does that mean?
So when
do
Garrett,
I want to know?
Yes you do. When Garrett and Christina were doing the final night at our shop, Garrett needed an oil change. And Garrett had a car that required a specific kind of scent oil or whatever. Trevor, our part-timer, was able to step in and do it right in the parking lot.
Okay, I think I remember seeing
the picture,
you guys about that. Yes.
Yeah. So we are a full-service comic shop here at Sioux Falls.
I know how to change oil. I don't know if I will do it well, but I can fake it till I make it.
There you go.
So yes, write me down for the oil change.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes. And Derek's weighing in here saying Trevor is a hero. Completely agreed. John, our manager John, was like, we could have at least put cardboard down for him on the ground because he was just laying on concrete. He was just getting in there. His clothes were rocked and everything. And he was just so happy to do it. And so I love that about Trevor. I don't even know how to do that stuff. I'm a newbie and I go to the dealership for all that. And so just a true, he crushed it. So I thought that was super cool. So this is the stuff that happens. And if you guys haven't watched, a couple of weeks ago, Tom and I did have Christina Blanche and Garrett Gunn on to do the tour debrief with that story and many more. So if you want to hear all about their tour across the country, there is some crazy stuff in there. Yes, about the cardboard. Yes, we definitely should have done that.
Yeah.
So if there's a next time, there will be cardboard. Let there be cardboard. Lord knows we have enough in the back room. Jesus.
Oh my God, don't get me started.
Oh my God. Oh man. Well, cool. Well, this has been an absolutely fantastic time, and hopefully you had a good time tonight, Taylor. Thanks for entertaining my randomness and
yes.
I
definitely will be on again.
Yes, because we gotta settle this beef.
I'm going to yell about Morbius.
Yes. And then we gotta get Christina, we gotta get you on sometime again too. We got some stuff to talk about. That'll be awesome. It'll be fun. I'm gonna bug you, Christina, and push my luck and see. So that'd be fun. Cool.
Oh, we are adorable. Thank you.
Man, the Captain America hat. It's pretty adorable. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But I do have my What If T-shirt on with the Watcher. So.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm wearing my home tie-dye T-shirt, pajama shirt. So.
Yeah. Pajama. Oh, Christina also has the Zombie Hands purple tie-dye rainbow shirt now. So she is styling. So that is
Rainbow
amazing.
official.
Mm-hmm. She's part of the fam. Sleepy's saying this was an awesome team up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great show. I have to head out. Randy, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much. And if you're ever in Sioux Falls, come say howdy to us too. We're this close to comparing with Tim and Taylor. We try to keep up with the Lincoln store, but they set the bar super high. So yeah,
we do.
Derek is saying, "See, I'm not the only one that makes you blush, John." So it's a running joke that Derek likes to make me blush as often as he can. But no, seriously, thank you, everybody, so much for jumping in the comments tonight. You guys really make what we do on a weekly and daily basis super exciting, and we love this community, and that's exactly what it is. So this was a lot of fun tonight. Taylor will be back, definitely Consider if you're in the Lincoln area, just swing on by Rainbow, say hi to Tim and Taylor. They will get you covered with whatever you need. And if you're in Sioux Falls, come say howdy to us too. So
do it.
I guess we'll shut it down. Any last minute things? Do you want to plug your art at all?
Visit Skelly Boy Art. Let's see, I got some cool stuff. You can get this really fun Brendan Fraser sticker.
Okay.
I'm Skelly Boy Art, boy with an I. I'm trying to get my business card so I can flash it, but I'm struggling. Skelly Boy Art.
Spell it out for me so I can throw it in the comments.
SKELLYBOIART.
And then what platform?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can email me at skellyboyart@gmail.com. I do commissions. I have a website where you can buy some of my art stuff. That's me.
Boom. Gotcha on there. Cool. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, very good. Well, fantastic turnout tonight. Thank you guys again so much. And we're looking forward to working more with Taylor and saving the world. And thank you guys for your time. Christina Blanche, heart you. Jeff, heart you. Yeah. Awesome. And I'm just so excited. I can't believe this finally happened. So I'm like super giddy.
I know.
And, I guess I gotta watch some Moon Knight tonight. It sounds like so. We'll see how that treats me. So
gotta go eat some dinner and catch some Moon Knight. I'm pretty excited.
Yes. Oh, Derek found it. He said, "Boom, there you go." Woo! Until next time, though, you can find a comic book look on the socials @ a comic book look on the Twitters. I am @ John on Demand on the Twitters and Instagram. Instagram's where I post all of my geek gets. I try to keep that off of Facebook because I want to keep the comic book look group more about like people and talking and memes and all that cool stuff. So Instagram's more of where I post my little treasures that I get. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, consider joining our A Comic Book Look Facebook group. We'd love to continue the conversation with you. So until next time, you guys know the drill as always. Keep it comics for sure, man. Boom. And this is